Okay, so we're showing you how to do some stage makeup for the recital, and I'm going to start with just a regular face primer, and it helps the powder stick to your child's face when you put on makeup. Oh, this one's a good one. It's shimmery. So most of the time, you can do a tinted moisturizer, is the same as a primer. That way you have, if you have any like facial flaws or any blemishes or anything, you can always use that. I'm going to do a little bit of a concealer around Soph's nose.
It's a little hard to open.
Yeah, jeez.
CC
Seriously?
Cream by Tarte.
Yep, this is a CC cream. But I can't open it. Oh, yes I can. Just a little bit. This is just like a concealer. Just takes the redness out. Okay, I'm just going to use a pressed powder. You can use any kind of powder, but it'll help the makeup stay on. So you can use loose or pressed. Just make sure you match their skin. Close your eyes. And I just put it on, nice and even. Make sure you get into the jawline so it doesn't look like two different colors from the chin to the neck. Just make sure it's all even. Okay. Next, we're gonna do just a little bit of we'll do a lot of blush, lots of color. And right into the cheekbone. So it's just right, that nice cheekbone that Soph's showing us. Pretty dark on the blush. If you think it's too much, you're probably just right, because the audience can't see it unless it's nice and dramatic. It's a good brush for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we're just going to do a little bit of highlighter. This is optional, but it does catch the light really well on stage if you do a little bit of a highlighter.
There's a brush if you want to use
That's fine.
it. Okay.
This is not mandatory. This just helps kind of reflect the light off the stage, and it's good for pictures as well. I'm just going in the normal areas for highlighter. And just let you know, this is a shimmer pink highlighter by Naked, Urban Decay's Naked palette, but you can do iridescent or like a bronze color or a pink.
It's called Aura.
Oh wow, you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just like the base of the makeup, and now we're going to go into an eye. Larissa has asked for this for the recital that we do a bronze base with a smoky eye. So I'm going to show you that. Again, you can use any of the palettes as long as they have a bronze color. In this case, we're also using Naked, but they have basically these first three colors we're going to kind of use for a base. But if you have anything like that, that's like a bronze or anything like that. And I'm usually at the studio, or Larissa, you can always bring it in during the week and just say, hey, is this going to work for a recital? And then Larissa can say, okay. It's mostly just a nude color.
Going to wipe the brushes.
Okay, so close your eye. I always start with a little bit of a light color underneath the eyebrow, so on the brow bone. And there's like this nice kind of, can you see that?
Yes.
Whitish color. Okay, close your eyes. So just under the brow bone and into the corner of the eye. It's just like additional highlighter. Okay, and then for the base, I'm just gonna start with a bronze color all over the lid. See, it's like a nice shimmer bronze. And up into that, underneath the brow bone. Do you have your contacts in?
Yes.
Okay, is this bothering you?
No.
All right. Now you also need a smoky color, which is black. The gray isn't gonna look as good, so you want something that complements a nice flat black. You can do like a shimmer black, but it might, usually what I found is anything with shimmer in it comes out more like a gray. So this palette also has like a nice pure black right here. I think. So the easy part about doing a smoky eye is really on the brush. If you have a good brush, which I'm trying to find a little bit better brush here that I want to use. Yeah. I always like these little brushes, just a real easy makeup applicator brush for a smoky eye. It just gives a little bit more control when you're doing a C, because we're gonna end up doing a little C on the corner of her eye. All right, so you put a little bit of black with a smoky eye. Less is more, and you can always add on. So start a little light, and then you can add makeup to it. Got some messy brushes, girlfriend. Okay. All right, so I always go and first you start underneath the lid, like you're almost drawing on from the corner to the inside eyeliner mark. And then you also do up like that in the crease. So see, you kind of make a C, and you want to be careful. We can clean up this stuff later. Go ahead and do your eye first, then you can always do that. So you do that first, you make your C, and then you can kind of blend from there, and you just blend down into the lash line and then out. You don't want it to be too stark of a line, because then it doesn't look blended. Okay, and the other eye. Bothering me in the corner of your eye. Okay. I'm also around on recital day usually, so if anyone needs help, feel free to stop me and ask. My name's Kayla, I'm Sophia's mom. So that one's just a little bit lighter.
More curved.
So you can always add. Okay, so that's got a nice smoky eye. Now we're gonna do Okay, so here's a part where you all can decide what you want to do as far as the eye. Larissa is not asking for littles to have lashes, but the older girls are. So at this point, if you have a little, you would go ahead and skip to the mascara part and then lips after that. I'm going to go ahead with the lashes because for Sophia, for the older girls, it's better to do the lashes before the liner on the top. But if you have a little, go ahead and go through to the liner. You can skip this part. I am going to add though a little bit of the powder to get rid of that black side for Soph. And that's just a little bit of the base to clean up any free fall. Okay, so if you do need to do lashes, this is Sophia's favorite part.
I don't hate it as much as I used to.
Oh, that's good.
The first time I got eyelashes, my mom put glue in my eye.
Oh yeah, it happens, so be really careful with that. What's the better glue, Soph, the white one?
Yes,
new one?
the Revlon.
All right, so you can get a lash glue at Walgreens or anything, but this one, usually lashes come with the glue. Sometimes the glue that it comes with is kind of cheapy and it doesn't work well. Lash Duo makes a really good one. We're using Revlon Precision Clear, and that's a lash glue. And you just put it on the lash, not the eye. So here's the lash, and we're just gonna put it right on the line of the lash. You don't wanna put the glue on their eye. And then I'm gonna put these on with my fingers. Some people put them on with tweezers. It's fine, however works for you. And then you can always add. I hope this one's the good.
Did you put glue on?
All right. So when you're using an eyelash, the longer you can see the lash, I don't know if you can see it on here, but see how the lash goes from like shorter to long? The short goes at the inner eye, and then the long goes to the outer side of the eye. Okay, I'm going in, so close your eyes. I always do the end first. This part, everyone has a little bit different way. The biggest part is letting it dry. And I just kind of blow on it. If you have a hair dryer, you can do that. And then if it looks like it needs a little bit more glue, don't open, which it does. You can then put a little bit on the corners. And you just kind of hold it there. This part's a little tedious. You can do like blowing on it or a hair dryer. And you can see why it would be hard to put the liner on first. If you do put liner on first and forget the lashes, it's fine. You'll just have to touch up the the liner once you're done. Okay, just make sure you keep them shut.
Okay.
You want to make sure they're dry first, so we're going to keep that one shut and go on to the next one. Okay, put the glue on and close your eyes. So if you've already, leave them closed. If you've already got this part on, you can go ahead and fast forward. I know this part can be a little bit time consuming, so. Usually while the eyelashes are drying, I'll even go ahead and do her lipstick. Leave them dry. So I'm just gonna go ahead. We actually have some time before a performance tonight, so I would usually just line them at this point, and then let her eat or drink, because you know, Larissa likes a red hue. We're actually using,
A matte lipstick.
yeah, this one's a matte, just a regular red, but she's not picky on what brand, as long as it's like a red show, like stage color. Okay, kind of tilt your head up a little bit. And then when it's a brush like this, I just kind of line it first. Again, you got to be careful with red because it's very pigmented, so. It's a little bit harder to do when someone's holding a camera in front of me. And so it's got this nice luscious lip on the bottom, so stop. You almost got it on your teeth. Can you do a little bit of a tight lip on the bottom, like this? Look, yeah, yeah. Okay, let go. Open. Let go. Okay, it's a little, fix it up. Open. Open. Okay, now.
Wah,
Pop, pop. Okay.
my eye. Looks good.
Okay. Oh, it looks pretty. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do the eye. It's pretty dry up there, and they look like they stayed on pretty well. So now, if you are doing the lashes, this is where you put the liner on top. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. I have this is a Cargo liner pen. You can use liquid liner of any kind, but I'll tell you the pens work a lot better for control. It doesn't have as flimsy as a brush, so it's easier to do a controlled line. So I just go from usually like midway to the eye out first, and then I build on from that. Just helps me with the line. And it's pretty dramatic because it is for stage, so we want to go in, and then you just kind of follow it out. And then you just follow the lash into the corner. So you don't have to rush it and do one big line. Okay, leave that there so it can dry. And this one, kind of follows the makeup anyway. that dry. Almost done, really all we have, and I'm looking at soap and I'm seeing that for a show, I probably like a little bit more blush. So while that's drying, I'm just gonna go in and kind of darken up her blush. There you go, I have an assistant on my right. Okay, how's that feel, a little bit dry?
Mm-hmm.
The kids love it when you eat like garlic pizza before you blow on their eyelashes. Which I did not, by the way. Okay, so look straight ahead, and even with the lashes or without, you get a little bit of mascara because you want their natural lash to go up into the lashes so it doesn't look so separated. So with lashes, you really don't need a lot of this. It's literally just to kind of make them curve up. All right, and that's it. She's ready for a show. So if you have any questions, come find me again on Kayla. This is Sophia. Hi. Hey. Or Larissa, and we'll help you out. Thank you.